Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to JacksFilms, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Recently, YouTube's largest React channel came under fire for doxing legendary YouTuber JacksFilms. Today, I want to talk about everything that's happened since, and everything that hasn't. If you need to catch up on what happened, check out my video from last week that covers everything that led up to the doxing. So, what's happened since? The night of the doxing, JacksFilms tweets directly at YouTube, informing them on the situation. SSSniperWolf just doxed me on her IG. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. At YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off your platform. She posted an IG story right outside our home and deleted it. Immediately, creators and viewers alike were calling for the same. SSSniperWolf had to go. However, SSSniperWolf didn't seem to agree. Immediately after deleting her original post, SSSniperWolf posted this on her story. This creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. And then she follows this post with another, accusing Jack of obsessive behavior.
This guy's entire channel is just me. Every single video for the past few months has been about me. And it's just like shitting on me. And then his streams, this dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?
And just to ensure that she's putting out the most ironic posts of all time, she asks her fans if she should get a restraining order after visiting his house. After our darkest day, the sun rises on the next. A good night's rest always helps us see things clearly. Eat some breakfast, decompress, go on a walk. One day after the doxing, SSSniperWolf makes light of the situation with a post that says, "We show up to your house, WYD, ? Strike one." Or I guess it's more like strike 5 or 10. So, JacksFilms uploads a video titled "SSSniperWolf came to our house last night. It's time for YouTube to step in." And the title alone sums up his thoughts in the video pretty well.
SSSniperWolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics.
SSSniperWolf responds with some next level legal jujitsu. Jack even accusing her of doxing is defamation. Genius. Up to this point, YouTube has yet to respond directly. Twitter user @Finmeister asked @TeamYouTube indirectly on Twitter what their policy is if a YouTuber doxes another YouTuber, without naming any names. And a seemingly automated response responded saying that they don't allow harmful behaviors like threats and doxing. Curious. Surely this will be resolved in a quick and timely manner. 3 days have passed, and YouTube has yet to even mention this occurrence. SSSniperWolf is still posting daily content, and she doesn't mention anything about this on her YouTube videos at all. And after a 3-day hiatus, JacksFilms tweets again. The best time to remove SSSniperWolf from your platform was Friday night, when she showed up to our home, filmed and posted a live video of our house to her 5 million plus Instagram followers while my wife and I were inside, and dared me to come out. The second best time is now. I'm aware you are looking into the situation, but this is a black and white case that holds dangerous implications if it goes unchecked. Please act now and remove this channel from your platform. This was a well thought out post that YouTube would have to take seriously. Surely they would. The next day, with expert timing, the official YouTube account posts this. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? This is their first post since this controversy. Nice one, YouTube. 1 week has passed now, and finally, some action arrives. YouTube posts confirmation that they have temporarily disabled monetization on all of SSSniperWolf's videos. This is how they worded that post. Confirming SSSniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. And with expert timing, SSniperWolf posts an apology within an hour of this post. She said, "Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to JacksFilm, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. JacksFilm, while we certainly don't..." Sorry, she keeps calling him JacksFilm. JacksFilm, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. So I guess we get a happy ending. Everything works out in the end. YouTube has demonetized her content, and I'm sure that's gonna last for a while. Hey, what's this? The truth is, this is anything but a happy ending, and there are so many problems with this solution. The timing here is immaculate. First off, the part of her apology where she thanks YouTube for holding her accountable screams that this was orchestrated by her and YouTube, and it seems like they forced her to make this apology with the agreement that in the long run, this will work out best for both of them. It really seems like the strategy is to do the bare minimum and let this all blow over, and then they can remonetize her content. And the worst part is the language at the end of YouTube's post. The behavior of both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. We hope this convo moves to a better place. This wording is so frustrating because it equates JacksFilms making critical content of SSSniperWolf to SSSniperWolf doxing JacksFilms. In no way are these two things even close to being on the same level. The reality here is that YouTube plays favorites. A lot. In a now landmark YouTube video from one of its most popular creators, Corey Kenshin, titled YouTube, Racism, and Favoritism, Corey eloquently details a huge problem with YouTube in which they will play favorites with their favorite creators, and they'll base how they judge content on completely ridiculous features like race. If you want to hear more about that situation, I'm going to be linking Corey's video in the description. It's 100% worth a watch if you want to dive deeper into how YouTube treats their favorite creators and how they treat other creators unfairly based on ridiculous things. And while this situation doesn't have anything to do with race, it obviously has to do with favoritism. It's obvious that YouTube likes SSSniperWolf. They constantly promote her channel, her content, and everything that she does on their platform. This is obviously at play here, and they're definitely not taking this situation seriously enough. Doxing should warrant a temporary ban at the very, very least, and probably a permanent one. The precedent that's being set here is that you can dox a fellow YouTuber and get away with it, especially if you're one of YouTube's favorites. Now, for the real kicker, when YouTube said that they were going to be demonetizing SSSniperWolf temporarily, they really meant temporarily. You see, with certain programs, you can see which videos on YouTube are currently monetized. With access to this, you can see that SSSniperWolf's most recent video was demonetized, and every video since has also been demonetized. But all of her videos from before this happened are still being monetized, meaning she's still making money from every video that's from more than like a week ago. Also, I have my doubts as to how much longer the demonetization will last. I give it like another week. But there's one more big problem, something that's been happening in the background of all of this that isn't being talked about all that much. About a day or two after the original doxing incident, viewers discovered old SSSniperWolf clips from videos that she would make on Omegle. Or is it Omegle? I don't know. Omegle. In these videos, there are multiple instances where SSSniperWolf asks minors to flash her or do sexual things for content. Immediately after these clips resurfaced, SSSniperWolf went back to all of her old catalog of videos and removed every video that had a clip like this. I said like this, I'm not gonna play the clip, but you get the idea. And it seems like this strategy has been working for the most part. I've seen some people mention this, and it was a hot topic for about a day or two, but it's been kind of overshadowed again by the whole JacksFilms thing, and I think both are equally worth talking about. So all of this leads me to my conclusion. SSSniperWolf's apology means nothing to her or to YouTube. For the entire week leading up to the apology, she gloated and was defensive about everything that she'd done. It wasn't until she received major backlash for about a week straight and YouTube stepped in that she actually even considered posting an apology. And that apology seemed extremely well timed, as if she had time to speak with YouTube and figure out what the best strategy was. Didn't seem like it was coming from the heart. Seemed like it was coming from the wallet. If she truly cared, she would have apologized earlier, and she would have apologized for the Omegle videos too, instead of just burying them under the rug. She's still been uploading the same content and hasn't mentioned it at all in any of her videos. And YouTube doesn't take it seriously either. The punishment that they gave her is insulting, and it does nothing to condemn this type of behavior. They downplayed the severity of the situation, and they equated it to the criticism from JacksFilms. But, like always, when corporations are slimy, people rise up and they band together. The call to action has been strong, with people discussing this on Twitter and in SSSniperWolf's comment section, well, before she turned her comments off in her most recent video, and the like to dislike ratio is pretty rough. I have my doubts that YouTube will do anything else about this, and for most people, this will just fade away. But that's exactly what they want to happen. But don't forget that the only person that this won't fade away for is JacksFilms. His house was posted on the internet, and we all know that once something's on the internet, it stays there. There will be a picture of his house on the internet forever until he moves. He is the victim here, and he'll continue to be even if others forget about this. YouTube needs to do more. Alright, that'll do it for this week's video. It'll probably be the last time I talk about this unless something crazy happens. I'll see you next week where I visit every McDonald's in the world in under an hour. Bye!